I've populated a philosophy which is clocking about 63 pages. Football has got even alphabets.
You're over principled sometimes, coach.
Yeah, I am. But these are the principles that the guideline I said. If you want to be one of the biggest people, you have to have the steps that you are taking.
Take us, what was the orientation of bringing these players from Express to NEC Football Club? Ate coach, abagizi Express wakunyigira.
Players are properties of the club.
Okay.
If a club needs money,
okay,
they are supposed to go. There is a very big forum for them to refer to understand how do you let our players go.
A coach that gave you sleepless nights last season here in Uganda, maybe two, that you said they were tactically good?
Not yet. Coaches, we are still on a mild level, I mean a middle level. You could have played soccer, football, or elsewhere, but when you're not a coach. So coaching is a talent. Like I said, for the good time and bad times, will you always be there for me? My name is Badru Kaddu Mukasa, the only snow-beard coach.
Thank you for joining us today. We are glad that you choose to stay tuned to FUFA TV. My name is 𝗢𝗍𝗆. Well, today we are glad to be joined by a man who lives by a motto: money isn't a thing when I've gotten what I want. He will be elaborating to us what he means by that, but sitting beside me is that man that walks into the stadium with a snow beard, a white shirt, and then his white shirt, I'm certain that it has seen more drama than the soaps that you see in the Mexican movies and those from the Philippines or the Nigerian movies. Coach Badru Kaddu from 𝗢𝗍𝗆 from Bugere in 2008, working with Coach 𝗢𝗍𝗆, but now is the head coach of NEC Football Club. Coach Badru Kaddu, thank you for joining us.
Pleasure also to interact with the people from UTV, and I'm happy also to share some knowledge and info.
Very nice to see you once again after a long season that saw your side finishing amongst the top 8 sides in the StarTimes Uganda Premier League. But no worries, I see you donned in the white shirt. I'm not going to ask you about the laundry bill of what it costs to clean that white shirt, but maybe you can tell us the story about it. You love it, or it's just your brand?
Yeah, so like everyone, you have colors, favorite colors in the world. Even from younghood, you loved so much 2 colors, and one of them is white. And here I think I can I amplify it so much when I grew up, especially when I reached a time that I am now a snow-beard coach. And I think white came and took over from orange, but another one is orange.
First time when NEC appointed you, I thought they had appointed the Snow White's uncle who got lost in the Disney's movie. I don't know if you watched that one.
Yes,
but it's Badru Kaddu.
Yes.
Coach, to take you back in time, starting your coaching career as a coach, did you have someone who inspired you, and how did you end up being a coach?
Yeah, of course, with a lot of inspiration. But for starters, I started a very long ago. I played shortly for football, not so much. Maybe I did not even achieve my dreams. But when I was still playing, I got injured, and I started right away from Nagarama, where I used to teach mathematics and physics. And then eventually the boss appointed me as the games teacher. And that journey started in '94. I started teaching football as well as teaching mathematics and physics.
Okay.
I'm not a teacher by profession, but although people refer me so much as
a teacher.
Actually,
when it comes to a chess game, you could be the grandmaster of that.
Yeah, but I like, long ago, maybe I can also share where it came from. I took my senior section from Kyambogo College School.
Oh.
And one of the best mathematicians in Kyambogo. So they used to refer me as a teacher. I could assist other people in mathematics And I said, but you guy, one day you'll be a teacher. And I didn't like that
Hey,
because I wanted to be an engineer so much.
an engineer, civil engineer.
Yes, my intention was becoming one of the engineers in this world.
Mm.
I studied until senior 6 and I joined also 𝗙𝗆𝗆 University. And I by then it was the UPC, Uganda Polytechnic College, and then I did electrical engineering. By the time I finished, it was now 𝗙𝗆𝗆 University now.
So you left teaching and then you came into football.
Then from teaching, I only did electrical work for only 6 months. And then came that guy I was talking about, the late 𝗍𝗍𝗆𝗍𝗍. He took me back and said, you guy, I want you to come and coach my game, my boys football. So I went and I started coaching instead of doing electrical engineering.
What made you change the goalposts? Was it money or?
Like I'm always saying, also one is intention and two also interest. Football could interest me so much than being an electrical engineer. Because electrical engineering was maybe by then I was still young. I practiced electrical engineering in 𝗍𝗆𝗆 Bakaresa grain mill in 𝗍𝗆𝗆𝗍.
Okay.
But I could do overnights and I was tired of those. So, but football is free, you are free. So he told me, maybe you come and teach mathematics, but at the same time, you are the coach of football.
Okay.
And that is by 95. I started coaching, and then I finished my course of electrical engineering, and then by 98 and 99, I started full coaching of football.
You venture into football, and over the years, you've gained valuable experience as a football coach, working at several clubs, AC Villa, Maroons FC, KCCA, mainly as part of 𝗍𝗆𝗆𝗍𝗍's backroom staff. Before we go into 𝗍𝗆𝗆𝗍𝗆𝗍, tell us about the time you helped Bugere Football Club to gain promotion back in 2008.
Yeah, that started, like I said, the journey started from Nagalama Islamic.
Yeah.
I was also joined by 𝗍𝗆𝗆𝗍𝗆 found me there.
Oh,
But long ago, 𝗍𝗆𝗆𝗍𝗆 went to Namiryango College, and I was from 𝗙𝗆𝗆𝗆 College. So previously, we used to have colleges, but having a tournament of colleges, including 𝗙𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆.
for football?
Yes.
Because colleges were mostly known for rugby.
No, it's just of recent.
Yeah.
But we have 𝗙𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗆, 𝗍𝗍𝗆, 𝗍𝗆𝗆𝗆, those college schools.
King's
We
College
should have,
Udo.
𝗍𝗆𝗆𝗍𝗆 did not join us,
Yeah.
but we had that. Those are tournaments. And then one time we was playing against Namiryango, and I first met some wonderful guy who was playing good football.
Oh, yeah.
So that's when we started. For the first time we saw him, I saw him. Then he joined me when I met him. He also I was playing for Nagarama Rockets. Previously we had not big league, but qualifying for Super Division. You could do Super Mini League, and the Nagarama Rocket was doing Super Mini League with 𝗍𝗆𝗆𝗍𝗆 FC. By then he was in 𝗍𝗆𝗆𝗍𝗆 FC, and we played against them in Masaka, where the game ended 3-2, and he scored 2 goals. So then, again, 95, we came to meet each other again in Nagarama, because Sheikh by then, as the manager and the principal of the school, brought him. And that's where now the journey of football, me and Mike started in 95. So I learned a lot from him. And also he's a very good friend of mine.
By the way, speaking about Coach 𝗍𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗍𝗆𝗍𝗆, we do wish him the quickest of the recovery so that he can come back stronger, and we do love him in this field and the game of football. Others love him, so we wish him a quick recovery. But how would you describe your time working with 𝗍𝗆𝗆𝗆𝗍𝗆? How has it been?
Yeah, the other thing is who you are and who do you interact with. Well, Mike struggled so much when he was alone. The people did not understand him. They are always referring him as someone who is hard to understand. But he's a principled guy. He would say no when it is a no, whether you're a friend or. So that's when people misunderstood him. But he's a good guy. And by then I said, like you said, we stayed together in Nagarama. went for championship, school championship in Masaka. Then from Masaka, he left and then came back to KCC in 96 and was elected as the head coach of KCC. So I remained there in Nagarama, the likes of Musoke, the likes of Sekaja, the likes of Hussein Sali, all those ones, the guys and so many players. So from there he collected most of the best players from Nagarama and then brought them to KCC, and that was his starting. And the next season, that was 97, he lifted the trophy, although he was not there to witness lifting the trophy. He was only remaining with 3 games to lift the trophy, of course on top of the table, but he quit and someone else now took charge to lift the trophy.
Okay.
So from Nagarama, I went to Kasao, joined the Kasao SS. That was 2004. I spent a lot of time in Nagarama. And then I joined also, by then he was also a FUFA treasurer. He was called Badru Sentongo. He was from, is coming from Bugerere. By then it was Kayunga United. So the boys I coached in Kasao SS were the very ones who are making the team of Kayunga United, later on called Bugerere, where we travel, we played some good football, and then the team joined Super Division.
You are a student of physics and mathematics. In physics, they say, unlike poles attract each other, unlike poles repel. You almost have the same character with Mike Mutebi. How did you guys make it and manage to work together?
That is, Mutebi, in fact, even if you are doing whatever project you are doing, you have to, first of all, identify the right people you rhyme with. I understood him with due respect, much as we are in the same age group. We are the same age group, but I know a leader is a leader. Maybe these are some of the values I got from my mother, that then step by step, I could understand him. I know when he's in good terms. I know when, even if he says something, and I picked a lot of things from him. In fact, when I was still coaching in Nagarama, he gave me books to read. And the focus of the books he was reading, he gave me books from Ajax concerning the football of Netherlands, especially focusing on Johan Cruyff. And then he also gave me books from Barcelona. So I started loving Barcelona. I started also loving Ajax. And Ajax produced so many players, and some of these players lifted the Champions League of 95. And that is when AC Milan lifted the Champions League. And among the players were the Seedorf of these worlds, Rudi Gullit. I don't know whether you have ever watched that. Then one of them that I donned the shirt 12 was called Van Basten. Van Basten was donning shirt 12. I used to put on shirt 7 and I changed. I went to 12. Up to now, I still love shirt number 12 so much. So that is Mike. Inspired me how to become another different coach other than being just basic, because you played, so you can coach. And I started the journey.
Then back in the time to share that experience with Bugerere FC in 2008, helping the side to gain promotion in the top flight league as a young coach. How did you do it?
You know, then like always I say, the first thing is intention. And then you push so much to see to it that intention. I wanted to be one of the biggest coaches in the country. Of course, also following the footsteps of Mike. Mike was young, but he could teach, even coach big people bigger than him. And I also started the same journey. So now the journey started. I was coaching Bugere, then also Kasao at the same time. Kasao. One time we were playing a Gomea Cup. It was in Mitiana. And he followed me, and he said, now we have gotten a job. Will you join me? So I picked some players, including Oloya Moses, the other one, the very good dribbler. I even recalled bringing it at Express. So that's where it started from. Again. So very good players. We picked them, and then we joined Maroons Football Club. Maroon had just qualified for the Super Division. So I joined him, and he gave me the portfolio of fitness coach. So the journey started.
Okay.
He was the head and Asaf was the assistant, and I was third in ranking as a fitness coach. So that's when we started in 2008.
Fast forward, coach, 2024, you joined Express Football Club, one of the biggest club in Ugandan football. I must say, you worked really hard, and I must give you kudos for whatever you did at Express FC, given the circumstances surrounding the team. How do you describe your time at Express Football Club? It was a short time, but valuable, isn't it?
Yeah, of course, more value and like I said, intention. I've been working with Mike. I worked at Cases with Mike. I worked at Villa with Mike, third in the ranking. I worked at Maroons also third in the ranking. But the intention was coming one of the managers in Uganda. So it started just leaving KCC on the 19th of April 2023. Then I went home. And then someone gave me a call. In Mboa Baker, he wanted me to work as his assistant. I had to deny because I've ever coached Mboa, I've ever coached Sulaiman Mutiaba, and I think then I told them, now look, I'm a big guy, and you young ones, I don't want, maybe I'll do the wrong things. Maybe I don't want to be like
to overpower them,
to overpower you because
assistant.
you give me the respect, but they say no, we want you. We want to fix some info from you. We can learn from you, and we think you can guide us for a very good thing. Playing about 3-6 games, and then Mboa resigned, and then I was elevated as the head coach. So that now started. Now this starting means that you have been working behind a very big team at KCC, and being reserved, because it's also very important knowing who is the leader and also amplifying who you are, even if there is a leader. But I was calm, and then I started my journey as now a leader. Come to test my knowledge as a coach, and I think I expressed myself so much because I wanted to exhibit what I've been collecting and learning for so long. Like I said, the likes of Ajax football, the likes of Barcelona football, and I started the journey of playing good football as well as winning beautifully with Express Square Pass Moto.
Namba Express kitegeeza okusaasanya Square Pass Moto, kusaasanya omupiira ebyo tuteeseteese abazanyi baffe okukola. Tubakoola era tubasuubiza nti amagye ge tuteeseteese okugenda okulumba oyo ayagala okuwamba Kampala waffe.
2025 NEC Football Club comes in the picture. They come knocking at your door. You never hesitated and you joined the club. That was kind of quick. Did you have any regrets leaving Express Football Club with the project you had built at the club? And then why was it so quick and fast for you to join NEC Football Club? How did that come? Kind of share with us what transpired.
Of course, when I was at Express, it was a big project. Express is another big team in Uganda. And I'm always emphasizing, if you have not coached or even interacted with what it means coaching in Uganda, you may not understand what Uganda football means if you don't have never coached Express.
Sure.
Yes, a lot of lessons, a lot of things of learning. They are very friendly people as far as their fans. They respect their coaches, especially when even if when you are doing good things. Now, so this, like I've said, it is a journey. And the first step may be always the journey. You take the first journey in your bedroom. Now, if I'm going to the skyscrapers of these worlds, that is coaching one of the biggest teams in Uganda, maybe the national team, maybe the teams in Eastern Central, and maybe teams on Africa. So it started. Now a journey takes another stride. Yes, making very good football, play against NEC, maybe you beat them, exhibit the football, and also with the meager resources. So the NEC family appreciated and they say, can we pick on him and see? Because one of their objectives is playing good football as well as winning the trophy. So that comes now. Then date of 7th of November 2025, I became a NEC family, the diehards.
Why was it so quick?
So it's not as quick as that. Of course, I had to sit down with the family of Express and we discuss at length. And they, like always, good people come in and good people go. So what comes around goes around. They've also gotten another coach. So that means then I let Express, leaving the family. Some of those players are so much dear to me. And then I joined NEC FC.
But Express FC fans are kind of mad at you. Do you have any problem with them, or it's football?
Football is an emotional game.
Okay.
You can't let your good player go. You can't let your good coach. Good things, we can't let good things go past us. But it was time that I have served them with due respect, and I had also to make, because I have an intention and a vision of becoming one of the best coaches. But if the platform comes, why would I leave that platform?
Of course, if you want to seduce maybe a girl or someone, for example, Eric and Collins that are on camera, they always use the sweetest of words in the world to see that these girls come. What was your impression at NEC Football Club, and what's that special thing that seduced you to say, let me join the army side or NEC FC?
Besides, NEC by then finished the previous season, and Express finished 9th in the previous season. So by start and by the nominations and quantitative analysis, NEC was ahead of us, and that is two also facilitation. The other thing also, they enjoyed the fruits of representing Uganda in the Confederation Cup. So I could see that is also another chance, because that's part of the vision and the mission I have, that if I can make very good results, play with the winning team and go to the continent and show and exhibit what knowledge and what I have.
How would you describe your first days at NEC Football Club? The training, you find new players at NEC Football Club, they were under a different coach, a different playing style, because NEC FC was playing a physical game, that game that of course the previous coach was coaching, and then you come in with your flair, the lifestyle of this game. Let's pass the ball. How would you describe the first days at the training?
And then that one defines our philosophy and my philosophy. There are some similarities between NEC and the philosophy I hold. NEC wants to play good football, and NEC want to be one of the winners. So in the philosophy we are following, or I'm following, I've populated a philosophy which is clocking about 63 pages. Maybe we shall share with time. Come now that we are trying to rub shoulders with me.
Yeah, I'm all ears and all eyes.
So we started, and football has got 3 pillars. And the first pillar is, what is football? And then the second pillar is actually forces in football. And then the third pillar is teaching of football.
Okay.
Now, I picked one of them, and when you follow what exactly football means, there is also where you have to do what is called situation analysis and also emotional leadership. So I looked at that, and I could judge and say, can I use one of the skills that I have acquired from the parents and also the acquired from expertise to see to it that I come down what the challenges at NEC. And the first prerequisite I had to do at NEC is they were not performing better. So I had to curb the situation of not performing better, and they come up. And then, so I use part of the philosophy and the cultures of good football, and then came. So the first thing always is team bonding. Team bonding, they could be disjointed, they have challenges. So what I did first is bring them together, sieving who are the best, who are the players that are bringing challenges within the team. Come good, and it took a very short time. And then we started playing good football. So our focus was so much of being invisible, where invisibility here means if you do not concede. If you want to be the champion, there are 2 things that I carry, and the phenomenon of our philosophy as people who like good football, expansive football. You look at being invisible, at the same time the victory. So we started, and we went some good time when we are not conceding goals, but also scoring less.
As we head into a very a short break, Coach Kaddu, when you arrived at NEC Football Club, there's a statement you said, actually in your first presser, you said that I have come to NEC Football Club to teach these guys football. And people were like, what has been the previous coach has been doing at the club?
Like, I'm always amplifying mine. I said the philosophy I have and I carry is about teaching. Football has got even alphabets. It has got the phenomenon. Now, when you say, how do we play? Good football is built from behind. And when I'm looking at the geography of the pitch, behind means the goalkeeper must be one of the best coaches, best personnel, yes. So I built, the good football is built on the spine of the team, including the very good goalkeeper, who is free to play at any time with the pressure, and then a very good center back, a very good central midfielder, a very good attacking midfielder in number 10, number 8, and a very good striker. So that's the spine of the team. Now, so I looked around and I identified part of them and I say, now look, if I have these, the 𝗍𝗆 of these worlds, we can start and play very good football. So now what does that teaching mean? They should know also that why am I the one who they have picked on? Because the spine means choose a very good footballer in the goalkeeper. He must be exhibiting the qualities of a good leader. Whether there is pressure, whether there is no pressure, is the one. Whether he concedes. And then the other thing that I also taught them, that's not about making mistakes, because even world over, the best footballers make mistakes. But are they chased away from football? No. So fear is another thing that I tried to drive off, and eventually it came. So that's why I say teaching. We have very good footballers. We have talented footballers, but they only need a good teacher. Teach them how to play.
Okay. Well, you already know that we have a coach, but also a teacher here with us. So we are learning. I'm learning, and I'm certain that you are also learning wherever you are watching us from. We are going to be taking a very short commercial break. When we return, we shall be discussing more with our coach KB, those in the know. But he is Coach Badru Kaddu, head coach, NEC Football Club. We will be telling us, that's it by into the notion that when a coach is moves with the players. He almost moved with the entire Express Football Club. Why did he do that? Well, stay tuned for TV is telling us about that.